Dr. B and Mrs. B, empty nester lifestyle. Ba-da-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, la 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 la.
We are back. That's right. We are back to the Dr. B and Mrs. B Empty Nester Lifestyle Podcast Show. We are officially back again. And this is podcast show number 24. Number 24, Mrs. B.
Number 24, Dr. B. I'm Mrs. B. How are you doing out there, audience? And welcome to our podcast.
We are back again, the weekly, bi-weekly show, and we're just putting everything out there. And of course, let me give a quick plug to our new website. Our website is Dr. B, Miss B, Empty Nester Lifestyle.com.
Yes.
.com.
Lifestyle, new website.
New
Check
website, y'all. It is jamming, and we are just touching upon the bases and really just scratching the surface right now. But we're going to be digging deeper as the website continues to move rapidly forward, Mrs. B.
Oh, yes. We're going to move rapidly through step by step, taking along the way with understanding, knowledge, learning, as well as having fun and talking about all kinds of different types of backgrounds, people, lifestyle. Welcome, and thank you for listening.
Thank you all for listening, and we're just starting on this journey all together. And now let me give you the topic of this show, and to Mrs. B, and then I'll do some other business related to our podcast show. Show number 24. The title of show number 24 is How Do You Feel About the Relationship with Our Adult Children Now as Empty Nesters? Has it changed? Has it changed now that we are fully empty nesters and it's the summertime? How do you feel about the relationship of our adult children, particularly after we just spent the nice holiday with our adult children, Mrs. B? So give it a little thought right now. Let me take care of some business. I want to thank all our podcast platforms again: Podbean, Apple Podcasts, all the podcast platforms, but really come to our website for all our shows as well. And so we want to thank each and every one of it. We want to thank the listeners from each and every state. It seems like Kansas, Missouri, as well as Arizona and California and South Carolina is checking out our podcast show a lot more these days. And particularly those who are on your iPhones. I can see that the data says that you're pulling from the iPhone, so we really appreciate that. So listen to our podcast shows at any place that you're located. Just in on mobile, just going driving around, listen to our podcast, hanging out at the beach, doing different summer activities. That's what our podcasts are all about. And let me just say again, we're focused on empty nesters. And by the way, empty nesters are, we're senior citizens. Yes, we are Social Security recipients too. Yes, we're in that age bracket, Mrs. B.
Yes, we are. Baby boomers and senior citizens.
Yes. So this is really, that's our target market. And just in the title, but sometimes we just have to, I got to remind myself to specify it and use other terms like, yes, I'm empty nester. Yes, I'm a baby boomer. Yes, I'm a senior citizen. And it still is an adjustment for me. So now with that setup, Mrs. B, how do you feel about the relationship? And we're getting real, y'all. Like I said, we're taking a turn. How do you feel about the relationship with our adult children now as empty nesters? Has it changed?
Yes, it has changed. You know, we welcome families. We have different age groups. Thank you. And we like you having to listen to us and like you having you here. Answer to Dr. B's question. How do I feel about the relationship now that our children have their own adult places, apartment homes, and home places? I'd say we've made a leap forward. always family, always will be. Nothing can change that. I would say that the leap forward took place when we have discussions, hard discussions, honest discussions, real life discussions, and confidential and privacy. And those discussions leap us forward into the reality of what we knew then, what we know now, what we could have done, you do better when you know better, and what we do now. And fortunately for me, as a mother and a woman in my age group, I'm happy to say that a lot of positive results, just a lot of positive action has come out of it. And that's how I feel now. Happy, elated, sentimental, understanding of others' feelings, more so sensitive to the concerns and needs of individuals who were children, now adults in their adult lives, respectful with gratitude, caring, nurturing, and motherly, of course. That's what I feel at this moment. I have other words, but I want Dr. B to speak on that as well.
Okay, Mrs. B, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let me just say that my feelings, how do I feel about the relationship now? And it's a heartfelt emotion.
Nice.
It was shock. I was shocked. I was shocked in reality. It's what I needed. When my adult child said to me one on one about a number of things, I was shell shocked. Again, from my perspective, I thought I had made the continual connection as our adult children, and particularly one adult child, expressed certain things. And I just said, wow, I was thinking, oh my gosh, he's right. I'm thinking, yes, I need to wake up. I'm thinking, I have to see my kids as not kids, but adults with their own lives, with their own network, with their own friends. They're professionals. I had to tell myself I'm no longer the protector, the provider. So I was shocked. And I'm going through that shocking period of coming to grips with my new relationship with each and every one of our adult children. Not the same, but it's individually different, unique. With now, not kids, but they're adults. And it was shocking, yet it's an adjustment. And now, how long will the adjustment period last? I don't know. There's no answer from me. I don't have a clear answer. This is new to me, y'all. That's the reason why I'm spending the time on this topic and trying to come to grips with their new status, my new status. But I am doing my best to come and, as they would say, get real with my status, my different empty nester, baby boomer, senior citizen status, and their maturity.
Oh yes, mature.
And yes, they're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes too. But I realize, oh gosh, I got to pull back. I can't protect them 24/7. I don't need to give them advice 24/7. I don't need to give them solutions 24/7. I just need to take care of myself and Mrs. B and move and jump in, but with both feet to my empty nester new status. That's all I need to do.
Yeah.
So Mrs. B, I was shocked.
And I
I was
saw it.
stunned. And but I knew I needed it. In the back of my mind I said, I need that. I appreciate that. And a matter of fact, I did the same thing uh, to my father years ago, coming out, expressing my manhood, expressing my adult stages. Yes. So again, for me, it was shocking. It was shell shocking. What do you say about that, Miss B?
Well, I saw it firsthand. All three of our children, adults, changing, taking on their role, strong, professional excellence, quite capable, efficient, working through things themselves. But we're always there, always there,
How did you feel
support.
when?
Protection
How did you
changes
feel,
in different
Mrs.
ways when
B?
they get older. They're still protected, we still protect them, but it changes because now they're self sufficient and independent. And so that type of protection is there, but it changes in different ways. Had to pull back. Parents pull back. They know what they're doing.
How did
And
you
now the
feel
roles
when
change
it
because we
happened?
learn. Well, we learn from it.
How did you feel when it happened?
Right at the moment,
At the moment.
you might have felt shocked. I felt stunned. I felt reality checked. I felt, again, pull back, understand what's going on, listen. I felt myself going with all three conversations that are confidential and private, going into a mode of profound understanding and walking myself through as I close my eyes and try to understand as I'm listening to what they're saying and then seeing what they're saying and walking through the process of understanding and hearing and then visualizing and then talking it through and coming to a conclusion and a reality, a realization of what I need to do, what is going on, and regardless of all the things that get in the way, interrupt, intrusive that shouldn't be there, that comes towards a family and a relationship of parents and their adult children, they don't matter because ultimately the bond in parenting and understanding gives way to individuals with their own creativity in life. And I had to accept that I have to recede and step back. And that was in each case happy, feeling elated, understanding, excited. Wow, wow, you are great. You're wonderful. But also melancholy, stunned. Move back, mom. Get back. Not stay in my place, but respectfully of the adulthood of a strong individual, mighty, caring, nurturing, know how to defend persons, being themselves in reality of life, doing extraordinary things, not only of themselves, of their influence, but of their knowledge, genius, creativity, intellect, and intelligence all over the world, their contributions, their own ecosystems. And I'm excited about that. But stunned is what I felt while you, Dr. B, felt shocked. Dr.
It
B.
was shocking. It was stunning. It was shocking. It was stunning. It was shocking and it was stunning for both of us. And it was a great learning process. And that's what empty nester lifestyle is all about. An empty nester slash senior citizen slash, yes, we are in that age category where we have to let go. So there you go. That is podcast show
All
number
grown up.
24. And we all are growing up in here. We just growing to another phase of life, whether we're in
Talking about the kids.
whether
They're
I'm
adults.
talking about us and I'm talking about the
Yeah.
kids too, Mrs. B.
Oh,
We
senior
all
citizens.
growing up.
Senior citizens
We
still
all
learn.
growing up. And fortunately, right now we're in the early stage of empty nesters, and hopefully
Yes, earlier.
move on to the next phase of empty nester and the next stage and the next stage. It's a long adventure for all of us, Mrs. B.
Oh, yeah.
And so again,
God willing.
I
God
want
willing.
to thank
Peace.
each and every one of you for listening to podcast show number 24. How do you feel about the relationship with your adult child now as fully empty nester and has a change? Any last message, Mrs. B?
Hey, stay healthy as possible. Blessings, peace, calm meditations to you. If you have other different faiths, and learn to defend yourself, be better than strong, because that's what it takes to be in the world of technology and AI, but in the world of humans.
All I have to say is, I don't know about
Blessings.
all that. I feel good. Peace out, everyone.
Peace in.
Dr. B and Mrs. B, empty nester lifestyle. Ba da da dee da dee da dee da, la 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 la.